We are going to solve an equation that involves rational numbers. So, fractions in particular. So what I want you to notice is this. We could add 3/4 to both sides and then bring down the 2/3 x. And then we'd have 1/6 plus 3/4, which means I have to get a common denominator, which would be 12, which would be 3/3. So that gives us 2/12 plus 9/12, and that would give us 11/12. And then I'm going to have to multiply by 3/2, and this by 3/2. And that means that x equals 33/24, which is really equal to 1 and 9/24. Now, that certainly works, and it's all good and well. But it's a little bit tricky, and I'm going to show you a neat way of dealing with these types of problems so you don't have to worry about all that. What I am going to do is this. I'm going to look at 3, 4, and 6, which are the denominators of all three fractions. And I notice that the lowest common multiple is 12. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply every term by 12, right? And when I do that, what's going to happen here is I get 2/3 times 12 minus 12 times 3/4 equals 12 times 1/6. And what happens is, you can see that 3 goes into 12 4 times, and so this becomes 8x. 4 goes into 12 3 times, so this becomes minus 9, equals, and 6 goes into 12 twice. So 2 times 1 is 2. And now you can see we have a much easier problem. I'm going to add 9. I got 8x equals 11. And divide by 8, and I kind of wish I had kept my answer up. X equals 1 and 3/8. Although I don't think that's what I had. So I may have actually made a mistake, which is fine. Okay, so over here, we're going to do another problem. And there's something I want you to notice. The variable term comes second in this case, but that doesn't make a difference. So I have my denominators 2, 5, and 10. So what do you think I'm going to divide or multiply everything by? Well, they all go into 10. So I'm going to multiply everything by 10. So I get 10 times 1/2 minus 10 times 3/5 x equals 10 times negative 4/5. And let's see what happens. Well, half of 10 becomes 5. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 goes into 10 twice. So it's going to be 2 times 3x is 6x equals, and 5 goes into 10 twice. And 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract this 5 because I want to get my variable term by itself. Bring this down. I get negative 6x equals negative 13. Divide by negative 6. I get x equals 2 and 1/6. I'll do one more. Why not? Let's pick a different color. Let's do 3/4 x minus 2/5 equals, we do 5/2. Now, what goes into what number are multiples of 2, 4, and 5? 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 works. So I'm going to multiply everything by 20. Let me make another color. All right. Oh, that's fine. I'll just use this. So I'm going to multiply everything by 20. And I'm going to do 3/4 x times 20 minus 20 times 2/5 equals 20 times 5 halves. Now, here we go. 4 goes into 25 times. So 5 times 3x gives me 15x. 5 goes in 24 times, so it's going to be a negative 8. And 2 goes in 10 times, so this becomes 50. Darn it, I was hoping it was going to work nicely for me, but it does not. That's okay. I'm going to add 8. Bring this down. 15x equals 58. Divide by 15. And I got, let's say, 3 and 13/15. I believe that's correct. Anyway, so that's it. Basically, what you can do is you just multiply each term by the lowest common multiple of the denominators, and that will give you whole numbers to work with. Hope this helps. All right, bye-bye.